Hello, you're watching La Tech All Access. I'm Patrick Walsh here with head golf coach Jeff Parks, previewing the Conference USA Golf Championships coming up April 27th, 28th, and 29th at Oak Tree Country Club in Edmond, Oklahoma. And Coach Parks wrapping up a pretty good year, and there's a lot of teams clustered together real close. UAB is the big leader in the league. They're ranked 18th in the country. But after that, you got 4 teams ranked within 20 spots of each other. That's Middle Tennessee, Charlotte, North Texas, and East Carolina. And of those 4 teams, which are right ahead of Tech, we faced, I believe, 3 of the 4.
We've played quite a few of them throughout the year, and some we've beaten pretty badly, some we've kind of gotten close to within a few shots. So all those are, in my opinion, very, very beatable teams, and UAB is going to be a tough challenge. I mean, they're ranked 18th in the country for a reason. And, I think they're probably overall favorite, that's pretty safe to say on paper. But, in our sport, it's a fickle game, and you never know what's going to happen. And I always like to say beware the dog, especially an underdog when it's a bulldog. So, I'm excited to go in and see what we can do against UAB. We haven't seen them this year. They have a couple good players. They've got one player that made the Ryder Cup for college golf, which is called the Palmer Cup. So they've got some good talent, and but we do too.
Louisiana Tech enters the Conference USA Championships ranked 110 in the country. Like I said, between Middle Tennessee, Charlotte, North Texas, East Carolina, those schools are all ranked within 20 spots of each other. Then you've got Tulsa, UTEP, UTSA, and Tech, which are all ranked within 20 spots of each other. So a lot of close groupings of teams means there are a lot of even play throughout Conference USA this past season.
Yeah, we have seen quite a few of the teams, and it has been pretty close. One time we'll beat them, one time they'll beat us, and everybody in that grouping, I would say, even from the 63 all the way down, is all beatable at any point, any time during the day. And UAB will be a significant difference from their rankings, but the rest of the teams are all pretty capable of beating each other on any given day.
How different is the mindset for your team this year? Last few years in the WAC championships out in Henderson, Nevada, you're playing in the desert, a very, very different terrain, very different weather situation, and you're playing against teams that you just don't see throughout the year. This year, you're playing in Oklahoma. The terrain is going to be very similar to Louisiana and throughout Texas where you've played this year, and you've seen just about almost every team in the conference so far this season.
There'll be a different level of comfort. And it will be more comfortable for us, which could hopefully give us some more confidence. We haven't seen UAB this year. We played them some in the past last year, but we haven't seen them at any tournament this year. But that they will know how they stack up already going in, so there will be some sense of we belong in that group. And yes, the golf course is quite a bit more familiar to us, the type of style of play that we're used to. It will be a difficult golf course. It's a Pete Dye golf course, and very kind of penal when you miss shots. So it could be a good and a bad thing. If we're not missing shots, we'll be okay. If we miss some, it could be kind of painful on a few holes. But hopefully we'll be able to control the ball and keep it in play. The wind looks like it's going to be pretty windy there, and that'll be a factor as well. So the weather will play a little bit of a role. Nothing like what some we've played in, cold weather-wise. It should be nice temperature-wise, but it could get a little windy, which we would expect in Oklahoma. So we're looking forward to the golf course itself and being a little more familiar with the grasses and the style of course it will be.
Haven't seen UAB, but their level of play is nothing to be scared of. As you've really faced a lot of top 25, top 30 teams this year. You've seen Oklahoma, you've seen Texas, you've seen a lot of really good programs throughout the course of the season.
Now, golf is a little different, I think, and obviously they have their ranking because of how they've played throughout the year. This is a 3-day deal, so it's not, if we had to play them every day for the whole year, they probably would beat us. But, we have a chance to go out with 3 days, play well, make some putts, and try to eliminate some of the mistakes, and I think you could see that we have a chance to be on top.
Leading your team into the championships here, you've got 2 seniors in Travis Wilmore and Jack Lemke. It seems they've both had some really good tournaments the last few times out, especially Travis Wilmore. Talk about what their kind of mindset going into their final conference championship tournament and how they hope to perform.
Well, it's crazy how fast it's gone. I can remember just when they were sitting there as freshmen and playing, Jack winning the freshman of the year in the WAC, and, it seemed like that was just a few days ago. So it's gone extremely quick. I know that they're really excited to play. They've been, over the past 4 years, all the experiences that they've had should come to fruition here at this event. And I think the experiences that we've had this year and playing those big events and playing in bigger competition, and we've been a little inconsistent here and there, but overall I think they'll take what they've learned and apply it this week.
Your top player scoring-wise this year has been Victor Lang. He's had 13 rounds at par or better, top round of 67, and he's shot close to par so far this season. When he hits the course, what's his mindset, and what will you've mentioned to me in the past, he kind of likes the spotlight of a tough tournament like a conference championship tournament. What is his mindset, and how will he approach this conference championship?
He's a very confident player, and he does like the limelight. He thrives on it. He likes to know when it's the big event, and he usually steps up in that case. So he's had a great spring season. His fall wasn't really up to his expectations, admittedly, but from the spring he's finished in the top 25, I think, in every event we've played in, and some of the events have been huge events. So he's had a really, really good spring. He's got a lot of confidence going into the event. He knows what's at stake, and he knows we need to win. He also knows he needs to play well to continue his postseason run if he could get there as an individual. I think he's got his eyes set on winning the conference championship. I think quite a few guys on the team would say the same, that they want to, pull out a victory individually, but as a team we'd like to do it as a group. I think he's very capable of doing it himself at Victor. He just had a round at Squire Creek, his low career round of 64 the other day. So he's riding pretty high right now, and his abilities, he's been working extremely hard. Says his hands hurt from hitting so many golf balls, but that's what it takes, and that's the kind of player that he is.
Well, again, looking ahead, the Conference USA Championships will be April 27th through 29th in Edmond, Oklahoma. You can find full information on La Tech Golf and on the Bulldogs in the Conference USA Championships at LaTechSports.com, and follow us along at La Tech Golf both on Facebook and on Twitter at La Tech Golf. I'm Patrick Walsh, La Tech All Access. We are La Tech.